Hey Aries, this is Alex Angel, and I am here to bring you your general angel and tarot card reading for the month of June 2020 or whenever. Remember that energy is fluid, so the reading may have already happened, it may be in the process of happening, or it has yet to happen. I hope you all are doing well. As always, if you are not subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like the video and it does resonate, please feel free to give me a thumbs up. And I am accepting personal readings at this time, so my new email address and changes to my video schedule can be found in the description box below. So go ahead and kind of just peruse that information. This reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For this reading, I am using my Gilded Tarot as my primary, and I am cracking out my brand new Oracle of the Shapeshifters. I love these cards. As soon as I saw them on Amazon, I was like, must have now. Especially because it has the wolf, which is, I don't think it's one of my totem animals, but I love dogs and I love wolves and I just love everything canine. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're taking care of yourselves, especially with the coronavirus pandemic. So let's see what God, angels, and universe has in store for you guys. What I'm going to do, I think, differently for this reading is instead of pulling out 5 cards, maybe I'll just pull out 3 to represent past, present, and future scenarios. And in cases where I need to clarify, I will clarify with my standard Rider-Waite. And then when I'm done, I will pull out the Oracle of the Shapeshifters cards. Okay? So let's get started. Also, check the description box for the Energy Collective, which is a brand new service and products that I'm offering to help you guys balance your energy, especially during this really, really, really weird time. Okay, so let's see what we have going on for you, Aries. All right, looks like money and work is on your mind right now. 3 of Pentacles. This has to do with the gathering of money, right? So this being in your past position, perhaps is something that you just finished work on, or just something that was a very, very, very high priority to you, was to kind of quote unquote get your ducks in a row, get your money in order, kind of solidify. Maybe you were looking for a new job and you found a new job, or maybe you made the decision that you were going to start looking for a new job or a new career, or new ways of making money. Okay. I do kind of feel like for you, Aries, that there is going to be more of this to come. So I don't necessarily feel like, okay, wait a minute. It's like if this was in your recent past, this is something that's going to be ongoing. So it'll be recent past, it'll be current, and it'll also be future. Because I kind of feel like this is going to spill over, which I'm happy to say it'll spill over and kind of keep spilling over. It'll always be in the back of your mind, to make and earn more money. It could also be, as an example, you helping people like, change their oil for like 10 or 15 bucks, or, you know what I mean? It's just like new money making ideas. I don't necessarily feel like this is something that you're in dire need of. I mean, I know in the United States what the unemployment rates are, and I know where people are financially, but for you, Aries, this kind of feels like a backup, feels like a second job. It feels like a way to keep money coming in. Okay, that's the recent past, and what I'm going to do is clarify to see if there are any other messages angels has for you guys. I just keep hearing more and more. You're going to want more and more. I also feel like for a lot of you, this could have also been a promotion. Or if you were not promoted in your current job, you move to a higher position at another company. Yep. 10 of Swords. For a lot of you, it was almost like this is a way for you not to be placed in this position, right? For you basically, this is stress. This is kind of like a preventative. You know, maybe for a lot of you, you were stressed out in your recent past due to not enough money coming in, and you kind of took that upon yourselves to go out and find money-making opportunities to basically kind of get you guys out of that stressful situation, and move more towards something lucrative. Okay. The next card up in your present position is the Seven of Cups. This now, when it comes to love, when it comes to romance, this is being a little scattered, confused, having a bunch of options kind of all over the place. For me, for you, Aries, it's almost like you guys are trying to establish your footing when it comes to love. Sometimes you're in, sometimes you're out. Sometimes you want to do it, sometimes you don't. Sometimes, you know, you'll start it, then you'll end it. So I kind of feel like this is kind of a lot of back and forth. You know, a lot of different options. Don't I? Do I want an extra large? Do I want a medium? You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and clarify that to see what is going to happen within your love life. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is a good reading, Aries, because the next card up is the Seven of Pentacles. So again, for those of you, because this is a general reading versus a love reading, for those of you who were interested in making more money and how can I stretch my money, from a future standpoint, you will be very successful at that. Forgive me, I'm jumping around, but let's kind of go back to your love life or your emotions and being scattered. I feel like for some of you, what I'm getting is that it's almost like you feel like you have to, it's almost like you may not be initiating anything emotionally, but you feel obligated. Maybe somebody is, you know, trying to date you or showing interest in you. And it's almost like every now and then you have to kind of, you know, give that your energy, give that your time. So, you know, I kind of feel like you guys are just knee deep in making money and earning money and keeping money flowing in the future. But again, it just kind of feels like something back here. I don't want to use the term nagging because I don't feel like it's a nag, but I do kind of feel like something over here is also vying for your attention, and you will eventually level it out, right? You'll actually level it out. You'll get a nice stride going, and you'll kind of quote unquote kick off. Angels are saying first they'll level out their emotions. So if everything is kind of up in the air and all over the place, they will settle that out and settle into it, right? And once they settle into it, they're going to get a nice little groove going, and they're just going to kind of ride that wave, if you will. Okay, so for your love life, for your emotions, Aries, yes, things may be a little bit crazy right now, but, you know, prioritize, right? And figure out what's best for you, what's not, you know, kind of, you know, settle into those emotions based on what you want, what you need, what's best for you. And then once you determine those, it's like you're off with the races. Okay. Now, moving back over, because I was jumping around into the seven of Pentacles in the future position, we're going to clarify that. This is, I love this for you because this to me feels man-made, if you will, as in you are directly affecting how the money is coming in. So again, this feels like a side gig, in all honesty. It feels like maybe a talent that you have, a skill that you have that you're going to use to make money in the future, to keep money coming in. And not only does that money money come in, but it keeps coming in. Okay. I love that. Temperance, right? Because you don't need it, right? For some of you, right? Because you don't need it, because it's not dire, you can kind of give more time and attention and care to what it is that you're doing and what it is that you want to do, how you want to kind of plan this out, plot this out to bring more money coming in. And I just kind of feel like for a lot of you, you're going to find like that niche, that perfect combination, which is what the Temperance card is, right? It's a, you know, kind of balancing a bunch of different energy or combining a bunch of different energy to produce something that is not just necessary, but it's almost like God-given and God needing, right? As in, whatever this talent is, whatever this, skill is that you have, the world is going to need it. Okay. So good job, Aries, with that, right? In that, whatever it is that you're planning, whatever it is that you're working on, take your time with it, let it kind of come, allow God, angels, and universe to come through you, right? And inspire you and give you that information. Listen to your gut, listen to your intuition, because I feel like a lot of this blending that will be going on, some will be done by you, but then a lot of it will be done by the universe. Okay. The other thing I need to tell you too, which is what I'm hearing intuitively, for those of you who are not here yet, right? You haven't figured out what you're going to do. Have a quiet corner, right? Go and kind of sit down, take your time, and just figure out, what can I do to help people? Could be washing cars. Again, could be changing oil, right? Could be cleaning house. Could be, gardening, landscaping, right? So again, for those of you who have not gotten here yet, just kind of take your time. It's there. It will kind of come up and pop up. Okay. So that is your general tarot. Let's look into this shapeshifter cards, the Oracle of the Shapeshifter. I love these cards so much. Dear God, energy and angels. Dear God, universe and angels, talk to us. Tell us what else Aries needs to know to help them in the month of June and beyond. Oh, I love these cards so much. It's so crazy because I always put all of my energy in anything that's around me. Anything that's sitting on my table, anything that's in my room, in my house. I just love it so much, and I infuse it with my energy. The golden phoenix, something that you thought was finished burst back into life. Okay, I love this because, again, this is basically saying, if you think you're down and out, you're going to be resurrected. Like the Wheel of Fortune, basically where, sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, sometimes you're transitioning up, sometimes you're transitioning down, right? Nobody's ever down and out permanently and for good. They're all just phases, okay? So Aries, whatever it is that you are going through, you may be down, honey, but you are not out, okay? That wheel, the universe controls it, right? So that means that it will eternally spin. So there's no such thing as you being on the bottom, oh, the wheel breaks down, right? And it's going to take like 6 lifetimes to fix it, right? Before you can get back to the incline, right? So you can kind of get back to the point where you're on your way up. That doesn't happen in our universe. That wheel never breaks down. That's the wheel of God, okay? So for a lot of you who might have been thinking you're down on your luck, it's very uncomfortable. Trust me when I tell you, right? It's very uncomfortable. You may not know, how am I going to get out of this? What am I going to do? God, I need your help. Boy, a lot of us are praying a lot more now. Trust me when I tell you that. A lot of us are praying a lot more, okay? But for you specifically, Aries, I am here to tell you, it's going to be you, number one, who makes your money. And then number two, it's homegrown, right? It's an internal talent or skill or, something that you can contribute to the world to make money. It could be making jewelry, could be fixing jewelry, could be fixing cell phones. Who knows? I mean, it could be absolutely anything. Okay, so the golden phoenix, something you thought was finished, burst back into life. Of course, the other thing there is with the relationships, right? Somebody who left, you thought they were gone, that they were coming, they may be coming back. So at the same time that this is a general reading, yes, it wouldn't be a general reading if we didn't talk about love too. So from a love standpoint, yeah, you could have had something that ended that is now may be resurrected. Okay. The next card up, these cards are still new. They're stuck to each other. Snow White and her animal friends. You inspire trust and confidence. If this ain't an Aries card, I don't know what is. Aries is probably one of the most trustworthy people in the entire zodiac. because you guys are first. You guys are basically the leaders, okay? So if we can't trust y'all, we ain't nobody to trust, okay? Because you have to basically lead the charge. Great job in keeping that integrity about you during this really weird time, because, you know, instead of, say, for instance, trying to figure out what skills and talents you have to make money, I mean, there are people out there who are committing crimes to steal money and to make money. And of course, Aries, I am not referring to you, right? Instead of being that which you could have easily become, you decided to uphold your integrity, right? And hold your head up high, right? So I do kind of feel that, you know, this is maybe the universe's way of saying kudos to you for not succumbing to, you know, kind of lower level processing, you know, basically robbing, stealing, or, you know, being deceitful, or, you know, taking advantage of people. Kudos, Aries, because I don't even think that we could ever put that near your name. Okay, so good job. Ooh, that card again, flying out my hand. Last card, the unending sadness of looking back. Endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past, negative nostalgia. For some of you, what it is that you're going through now could trigger you from an experience that you've gone through before, where you might have felt down and out or down on your luck. I feel like for some of you, you may be trying to deny these feelings, right? But that's not why the universe is bringing them back up to you. They're bringing them up for two major reasons. Number one, if it still stings, that means you have not healed, okay? Number two, if it's bringing it up again, it's because it's, you know, kind of hitting a sounding board, and it wants you to bounce it right off that board. That means that you're healed, right? As in, you know what? I've been through this before. I got through it back then. I'm going to get through it right now. That's why the universe is bringing this up to you, to number one, see if you healed. And then number two, to reinforce the confidence and the strength and the power that you received along with that healing. Okay. So Aries, keep going. Okay. If you are being crippled, again, triggered, that means that you have not closed out something. So this here, this card here, the Golden Phoenix, you know, where basically something was not dead. Yeah, you could be, again, being triggered and things are just coming up, which again is basically meaning that you have not healed. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean God forgot your number. It doesn't mean you're cursed. It doesn't mean you're evil. It doesn't mean somebody has a hex on you or some sort of curse on you. It just means that you still have crud inside of you that needs to come out. Okay? Aries, a little bit of a different reading. I hope that helps. Always remember, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Please. And if this video does resonate, please hit the like button. Feel free to leave me a comment. I do read them. And if it didn't resonate, you're like, Alex, what the hell? Maybe it's because you need a personal reading. Okay? I love you guys. Thank you so much and take care.